Hey, what's going on, everybody? This is Maurice Bishop. I wanted to share with y'all Endgame from the book Van Perlo's Endgame Tactics. This was actually a game that was played between what's his name? Shellaby versus Barsko, and this was back in 1958 at the Munich Olympiad, however you say it. Barska actually was playing black and Shelby was playing white, and Barsko actually yeah, man, he's too ambitious and he wound up losing the game and everything. So I want y'all to really look at this position, man. He has black has two passed pawns. White has three isolated pawns, but the strongest of them all is this passed pawn that's on f7, which is guarded by the knight on f7. And then if y'all can see here, this dark square bishop is in the same square as this black king. So we're gonna see how they actually play this out. So Barska played rook c8, and king d7 was played. Rook c4 was played. And the reason why he played this was more so to prevent the knight from coming back here, maybe, or maybe to prevent for any other chances for bishop c5 check to win a pawn. To prevent this bishop from coming over here. So that was the whole purpose of rook c4. Knight f5, which is a great move, was a brilliant move. The reason why knight f5 was played because if the king captures on f7, then knight d6 check, and then white will take this rook off, and white will definitely win this game. All right. So, but he doesn't take and everything. Barska plays a3, and Shalaby play knight d6. Again, um, the black Barca would like to take this pawn and move it up. Like he would love to sacrifice his rook, but whether he takes it or whether he puts the pawns or not, it's just not going to work because of bishop h6 checkmate, which is pretty crazy. All right, so but after knight d6, he doesn't takes, he doesn't push. He actually goes on king g7, but then Barsko resigned after bishop h6. Why did he resign? Because of if king captures, then white checks him with the queen, and then no matter where black moves at, whether here or maybe king g5 or even taking his pawn, he's going to lose a rook either way. So if he takes this pawn, queen f7 check, and then as you can see, white is going to take that rook and he's going to win the game. Simple as that. All right. So let's recap. All right. So Rook c8 was not the move at all. The move was actually a3. My bad, y'all. A3 was the move. If he takes and he takes, yes, bishop c5 check, king g7, then bishop catches a3, and then this pretty much will be a draw after this. Because after king catches a3, um, the pawn promotes to a queen. Rook captures, bishop captures, and then king h5. And even though black has a potential pass pawn, it's not going to really go anywhere because all um, white going to do is just move bishop e5. And then if he goes there, then bishop takes the pawn, and that's it. It's a draw. So that's how that should have been played. So the question is, if y'all get a position like this, how can you find the right moves when you play in endgames like this? Well, you have to really look at everything. Look at this dark square bishop. There's a lot of tricks uh, with a dark square bishop and a knight, especially with a passed pawn. So anytime you get a position like this, y'all want to keep your eyes open for any other tactics. A lot of people believe that tactics happen really a lot in the openings and middle games and stuff, but tactics does happen in the end game. So I want y'all to realize that it does happen. So you need to keep your eyes open, even if you feel like you're losing in a position, or whatever. If your end game is strong, you can definitely come out on top. All right. Um, I had another one I wanted to show y'all for another option. Um, When I told y'all A3, y'all may be like, okay, if he takes and everything, what about B3? Instead of B capturing A3, what about B3? Like, how does that work? Well, if he goes B3, then bishop C5 check, King G7, King D5. The whole point of King D5 is to get closer to that pawn. But also, if the pawn decides to go to B2, then bishop D4 would check him, and then he will automatically take that pawn. So if King captures A6, Queen F8 check, Rook captures, Bishop captures F8 check, Bishop G7, and then as you see, Bishop G7 is guarding um, this pawn or guarding that square on the B2 square. So King G6, Bishop E5, H5, Bishop C or King C4, and King F5, Bishop D4. Like I said, I'm not gonna go too much in depth of this or whatever because a lot of this was like an engine or whatever, which is it actually shows the whole rundown of how it's a draw. But I'm gonna be honest with y'all, like for humans to actually think so long in a tournament and everything, and you may have time trouble and things like that. It's kind of very hard, which is why y'all need to not just look at tactical puzzles, but you need to look at end game puzzles. The more, like I always say, the more tactic puzzles you look at, the more tactical you'll become. And the more end game puzzles you look at and try to solve and, think, you start expanding your mind, with end games and you start becoming creative because you start getting the theory of the end game and you start looking at patterns and it'll become second nature to you. So always keep that in mind. So, but yeah, yeah, I hope the video helps, man. Um, definitely like, share, comment. Um, definitely get y'all can share some of your ideas on the of end games and everything. Y'all have any other end game positions that y'all want me to look at? Please let me know. Any games that y'all have, that y'all want me to look at and analyze and do a video on, definitely let me know. And also y'all don't forget to subscribe. All right, y'all. Peace.